Reed took the lessons learned in 2 years away from racing in the Nationals and returned in 2009 fast and happy.
I am having a blast, you know. It's fun again. I did step away from the sport. I had a 2-year break, and you know, I got to go home to Australia, spend some time with my family. You know, they're growing old, they're getting, you know, ugly and fatter, and I miss out on all that. So I felt like that I lived life and a little bit of my childhood that I missed out on, and you know, I've ticked that box, and now I want to, you know, race, you know, and give it my all. And if that's year round, then that's year round. You know, I'll take it year by year, race by race, and just have fun.
The now 3-time AMA champ has every reason to be happy. Earning his first outdoor title wasn't without its challenges.
And I took a huge gamble on myself, you know. That's why at the beginning of the year when things were looking tough and all that, you know, I was like, man, you know, this is not what I really signed up for. You know, I wanted to be giving my all, and I wanted to be, you know, battling for the lead, and I wasn't necessarily in that position. So it's been important to stay strong, you know, stay focused, and at the end of the day, I think I'm going to be very, very well rewarded.
Well, Chad sure took a lot of heat the last couple of years when he elected not to race this outdoor tour, but the guy was a sportsman, but most importantly, a competitor. He bet on himself this year. There wasn't really any room in Suzuki's budget for him to go racing outdoors because he was planning on racing Supercross only. So he took whatever money the sponsors were able to scrape together, bought an insurance policy with it that said basically, in case you win this champ, whoa, something is wrong with Reed here.
Yeah, he's
something is wrong.
As he came through the mechanics area, he was signaling something's not right. And that's, you know, I said, hey, he's just getting mad with all his mistakes early on. He does have that speed to just catch the leaders, but clearly something hasn't been right.
Wow. Well, and something also with his teammate Michael Byrne, who was up into about 6th or 7th, dropped back to 10th right there, and then just got back past Reed. So, wow. Hard to speculate on what that even is all about.
Should we start printing Tommy Hahn shirts?
I know. And how about Justin Brayton, who's winning the moto right now? What else can happen in 2009 in this 450 class? If there's one guy you expect to be solid, not make mistakes and throw wins away, it's Chad Reed. Maybe he's not always the fastest guy, but he's always the most consistent. But these last 2 races have been wild even for him.
Yeah, we're going to have to clear the fog off of our crystal ball, because here we were thinking he was going to run right to the front here and catch Brayton. But right now, Brayton's wheeling away, and Chad's having problems.
I don't think any crystal ball had this, the 114 running #1. Brayton has been just trying to get in the top 5 in a couple of motos this year, and suddenly it looks like he's going to end the season with a moto win. There's all kinds of rumors going around about what team this rider will ride for next year. I've heard rumors of the JGR team perhaps, but nothing is set in stone at this point, and you're certainly improving your chances of getting a contract as you win races. And Moss is right there trying to do the same thing. In second, not letting Brayton off the hook. This is crazy.
Well, you know, Davey Coombs' crystal ball told, geez, another little dance right there. Davey told me, hey, Jake Moss today. You watch. Jake Moss. I'm like, really? Jake Moss? And here he is. Looking good.
Every dog has its day, right?
Yeah, it might be the day for this guy, Tommy Hahn. I don't know if anyone coming to Steel City figured we'd have Brayton and Moss battling for a moto win. Maybe we thought there was a chance that Tommy Hahn could win the overall. I think the only one really counting on that was David Bailey himself, who actually talked to Hahn before the race day.
I'll tell you what, man.
Said you thought he could win this one.
If I'm Short or Tedesco or Millsaps, I'm embarrassed. This is bad. I mean, these guys are on what I believe is at least as good, or if not the best bike out there. And although Tedesco's trying right here, and he put in a good fight the first moto, just a sorry effort from those guys. And you know, it's nice to see these guys like Brayton and Moss and Hahn who work hard and dream of having what they have and beating them straight up. It's really cool to see. And you know, the season's coming to an end, maybe at a good time, because there needs to be a lot of rethinking about how a lot of these factory guys that have been around for a while and maybe have just gotten too comfortable, too complacent. They don't compete enough. Chad's already wrapped this thing up, so he doesn't have to prove anything today. He already did, but it's unfortunate to see him go out like that.
That is wild. We mentioned with Reed, he has a couple $1 million in the bank now because he bought an insurance policy on himself to win the title, and that paid off a big payoff. So he's just going to go back and count his money, Justin Brayton. I'm sure there's a nice win bonus if you win a moto on a KTM, and he just might do this.
I know how hard he works. I've met his trainer. I know what kind of program he's got. I've seen him out practicing. I remember when he had the samurai warrior hair.
That's right.
Early in his, you know, he's just been working so hard for this moment right here, and it's nice to see it finally pay off for him. It came late, but man, it's never say never.
It's not over yet. Moss is only 2.5 seconds behind. Who's going to get the win? Jeff Aaron here performing on hand of Dunlop. Good to see that for the fans. We'll be right back after this.